Hey dreamers, welcome back to my channel. I am here to do my August reading wrap up and stats. So I'm getting down, of course, the books that I read for the month of August. I am finally on the second bookshelf that I created, and almost, yeah, I've already actually started on the last part of the second set of shelves, which I think gave me in total like 75 books, which it looks like I'm on par to actually read more than 75 books, and my goal was actually only 56, which was one more than I read last year. So I have been really trucking along with the books. I think it very much helped that I ended up starting to read manga, which is usually quicker because it's a lot of pictures and stuff like that, and also listening to audiobooks. So that has definitely increased my volume as far as consuming books, where I usually just read physical books. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, I'm at 61 books at the end of August, and I have done pretty good with how much I've read for this month, which is September. I'm actually currently in the middle of, I should actually say towards the end of When the Moon Hatched, and so far loving it. But anyway, moving on. So I am getting my book bracket in here. Finally able to start filling out some of these once I get the other thing done. Anyway, I think Just for the Summer may have moved on, or it was One Piece. I can't remember what I just did. Hold on, I can tell you. I'm flipping to the page now. Oh, no, it was the True Love Experiment that moved on. Yeah, so I ended up really enjoying that. And then, of course, now I'm getting down all of my stats in my reading log, which consists of writing the title of the book, the author, how many pages I read, or if it was an audiobook, how many minutes or hours that I listened, and then when I started, when I finished, the format of the book, and the genre. Honestly, this time, once I get to Magnolia Parks, I just put a question mark as far as genre, because I don't know what to call this, okay? I don't know what to call this. It's not a romance. So contemporary fiction, literary, I don't know. I don't know what the category is here. So it's going to get the question mark for me, because it was a boondoggle, and I don't understand. But anyway, so I'm getting all of that information down. I actually end up moving on to another page, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, my next one goes at the very top of the next page here, after I'm finished putting all of this in. And I do believe the last one is How to Kiss Your Best Friend, which was a pretty good one. I think I rated that 3 stars or whatever. It's a cute little friends to lovers romance type of situation. So yeah, anyway, getting that done. And I actually had a DNF for the month of August, which was Lessons in Corruption. I wanted to read a book, like a motorcycle club book, and so these books came up pretty often by this author. What is her name? Gianna Darling. So I decided, of course, to start with the first one in the series, and it was not good. Very disappointing, very cringy. And people say, I think the second one in this series is really good, but honestly, I'm after trying to read Lessons in Corruption, I'm very much gun shy of spending my money on anything else from this author, because it was just horrible for me. Okay, for me. So yeah, anyway, moving on, I am of course getting my September stats up. Why did I put September? Oh my god, I am just not paying attention to stuff. Okay, that's supposed to say August, of course, and I'm just now catching it in this video, so I will not be correcting it in this video. Well, I should say this voiceover. So I'll go back and correct it, and then hopefully remember next time when I'm doing this that it is actually September and not October. This is where I feel like I'm probably getting behind, because I'm mixing up my months, and it's a boondoggle. It's getting to be a mess here. Anyway, I am doing this little what do you call this box where I put my totals and stuff like that. And I forgot to make sure I had an extra icon for the longest book I read and also the shortest book I read. So that's just something I'm gonna have to go back and do. It'll probably be in maybe one of my journal catch-up videos, or maybe I'll tack it on to when I'm in this again. But probably in my journal catch-up videos. As far as the longest, I do believe it was the fine print, and the shortest was the numerology book. So that was only like 146 pages. And so here I am just getting all of my icons and stuff like that stamped. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I always get like the first two even on the same line, and then that third one I like to tilt it off to the side. Like, what am I doing? So maybe I need to start putting the ruler down while I'm doing that, stamping it, so I'm not getting so off course with where it goes, and then of course it throws everything else off. Do I really care that much? Absolutely not. And I will say, with this particular journal, it is teaching me to be okay with the imperfections. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be okay. I know what I meant. I know what I meant, so whatever. But anyway, so here is the books read, and this is where I like to put all the icons of the things that I read during the course of the month. And so of course I'm getting everything colored in with my Tombow. This is like an ochre color or whatever. Anything that that I've used in the making of these spreads, if I can find it, it will be below in the description box, so you can just check there. Anyway, I'm getting that all covered in. I usually like to start with the little tips and stuff, like the ends of the little places, so then I can just go in and fill in the bigger spots easier. Anyway, so I'm starting off with Magnolia Parks, and then I go to the end and do it there, so I know how I am measuring the middle part of it. So yeah, anyway, and once that's done, I can just kind of use the other ones as a guide. And so we got Magnolia Parks, One Piece Just for the Summer, A Beginner's Guide to Murder. I think that's the name of the book. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Numerology, The Fine Print, Because of Miss Bridgerton, The Next Mrs. Parrish, and How to Kiss Your Best Friend. So yeah, and then I am just getting all my ratings down. I think Magnolia Parks got a 3. One Piece got a 5. Just for the Summer got a 4.5. A Good Girl's Guide got a 3. Numerology got a 3. The Fine Print got a 2. Because of Miss Bridgerton was a 3. The Next Mrs. Parrish was a 4. And How to Kiss Your Best Friend, I actually gave that a 3.5. So yeah, anyway, now I am just getting my calendar down for the month of September, and this one is actually September. So I realized last month, thank you to whoever it was that pointed it out to me, that I did the wrong calendar. So I was doing August, however I was getting down September's calendar, so it was wrong. And it's okay, because I can just work with what I need to work with as far as what I'm doing. It's like not anything too complicated or extensive that I use the calendar for, so it's gonna be fine. But at least this time, when it's actually September, I actually got down September's calendar the way that it's supposed to look. So yeah, and the same color that I used to color in books read on the previous page is what I use to color in September. Once I get that all down, I ended up doing it closer to the top. This is how I started with it. I'm all over the place with where I place these calendars. Sometimes towards the bottom, sometimes towards the top. I can't decide which one I like better, actually. I think I will give it more space and just try to see if I can do it more towards the middle. That way I can decide if I want the month to be towards the top or towards the bottom, and either way there's enough room to do that. So yeah, anyway, getting all that done, I have done the shell, so now I'm getting all the lines scratched out, and then I usually like to just go one way at one time. So I do all the horizontal, and then I do all the vertical, or vice versa, as you can see here. And then I am going in and write the days of the week at the top. I am a Sunday start girl, so that's what I'm doing here. And then of course I will get in all of the days of the week, like the numbers and stuff like that. And so I'm going to decorate around it very minimally with some more printables from Crafty Planner Queen. I do forget the name of this particular set. However, I will just link Crafty Planner Queen's Etsy, and you can just look through her stuff and see if there's anything that you like. and want to download for yourself. Now I will say these are all this is not like stickers that are going to come to your house in the mail. These are downloadables, so you will have to print them out yourself. I happen to use a lot of times when I'm printing hers the clear matte sticker paper from Online Labels. I will link those below as well. I have to get them for a laser printer because that's what I use. They do, so make sure anytime I list sticker paper, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna put the listing for laser printers because that's what I use. However, if you have an inkjet, just make sure that you're looking for the inkjet version of the paper if you want to use the same thing, because it's the same paper, it's just calibrated for 2 different types of printers. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. Anyway, that is it. I am doing a quick flip through of what I did today, everything that I filled out, and that wraps this up. If you have any comments or questions about anything, please leave those below. I trust that you all have been safe and well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye!